Have you ever wondered why you're not doing the thing that you really want to do right now? Have you ever wondered why you're not able to open up yourself and to meet people where they truly are? Have you ever wondered why you don't really know yourself in a way that you wish you could? Or that you're not earning the money that you deserve? There are parts of you which know that you have something to share and you know you have a wisdom that's valuable for others to be spread. And yet you have other parts of yourself that are stopping you from taking any step further because there are a lot of fears inside that are firing up and being triggered every time there is a new perspective and a new idea about doing something new. There are part of you that are scared because you know those next steps are going to change your life. And you must already change the way you live your life in order to change your life. Because in order to become the person that you want to be, it is mandatory for you to start doing things that you haven't done before. The beautiful thing is that the person that you want to become can only be found in one place, and it's within yourself. And for that, you just need to dig deeper and remove some layers of you, of old limiting perception, old beliefs that you have constructed about yourself, about others, and about the world. And finding yourself new behind those fears, behind the actions that will lead you to the greatest version of yourself. My name is Licou, and I've created for you a program that will lead you to do the thing that you truly want to do, with a very guided path for you to understand the vision that you want to accomplish. By understanding more about the mind-body connection and how to remove limiting decisions and beliefs you have about yourself, is going to allow you to make a living out of your passion, because you're going to understand that everything that's stopping you in this physical world are only ideas constructed in your mind. The story that I'm going to tell you is about 2 years ago when COVID happened. I was in Thailand on Koh Phangan, which is an island, one of the most beautiful islands that you can ever wish to live on. And COVID happened. I knew at this time that in order for me to stay there and to live the life that I wanted to do, I had to jump online and to start to make money. And I had no idea. I had never done that before. I had to push myself to believe that I could, even though I wasn't trusting myself yet. I remember there was that time where I was sitting at the balcony with a friend, and we asked ourselves one question that changed all the perspective in my life. It was very simple. It's a question that we've all played at, but this time was so deep. The question was, if you had 1 week to live, what is it that you would like to share to the world? And my answer was just so obvious. It was guiding people with self-expression and movement. That was my thing. I was so scared to step up into something that I had never done before, teaching about how to embody yourself and how to move. Never done it. So what I did is, a couple of days later, I had created a video of me explaining what I wanted to do for the workshop. I posted it into different social groups on Facebook that I knew people could relate from. 1 week later, I had my workshop started, and for the first class ever, I had 20 people. But in this beautiful journey, I started to realize that I was still not confident in a lot of domains, and I was guiding people with confidence and with moving and embodying who they truly are. Yet I was facing myself doubting in so many areas. So I challenged myself by creating movies about my life. Movies where I danced and I expressed myself onto different areas and situations, events that I was going through in my life.
In this false security, you're caught.
I was afraid to lead, and I was afraid to embody this energy that can gather people and create a community.
Shoes just for you, just for you, just how you like, just how you like, just how you like.
So I decided to bring people together. I made a team, and we created a movie about different fears that I was going through in my life.
Just how you like.
And then along this journey, I started to give more and more coaching sessions to people. I had this fear still to not being good enough and not giving enough value for the people. I wanted to make sure that they had the best results I can ever imagine of. So what I did is taking a neuro-linguistic programming, because I wanted to learn how the mind communicates and how it translates with the words we're using, how to detect people's issues and problems through the language. So once I did that, I started to bring a structure that made me feel ultra confident about the value that I could give. And what I could do with that is put my price higher, because I knew the program was worth it.
I've got to say it's been a really, really powerful journey and truly life-changing for me.
You really changed my life. I could change the relationship with my father even with this little conversation right now. A massive, massive thank you, Thomas, from the bottom of my heart to you. Your work is incredible, man.
Little by little, he showed me how to meet myself, my true self in the here and now, and actually how to love myself. It's something I never imagined to be possible, actually.
Then after a while, I decided that I wanted to do groups now, and I didn't want to do one-on-one coaching anymore. So I knew, again, I was going to put myself into an area where it was very uncomfortable. And again, I faced a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears, that I knew that the only things that I could do in order to penetrate through them was to take the next action and not to wait until I was ready. So I jumped into it. I, again, wanted to bring the most amazing value for the people, so I decided that I could create an ebook to translate my knowledge and what I had embodied into my life, for them to be able to listen to it before even we enter the program. So all those steps led me to understand that every time I was fearing something, every time I was doubting about myself, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't ready, that I wasn't going to give enough value for people, that I wasn't the person that could help and guide and who deserved to make that amount of money. Every time I knew that there was an action that needed to be taken in order to get rid of those ideas that were limiting my growth and my expansion. So I created for you a program that's going to lead you to that, because I've walked the path. Now I just help you to get the tools and to know that you can walk the path, and you're supported with us. The program that I've created consists in 3 steps. I call it the triangle of the life path, which is represented by the spiritual aspect, the social aspect, and the personal aspect. In which of those categories are sections in which we dive into in order for us to understand what is it that we want in this section. Where exactly do we want to go, and where are we? How can I create the path for me to get there? Because once I have the plan, the only thing I need to do is to take action. Along the way of the actions are going to be obstacles for me to be able to face my emotions and to transform this energy and to invest it back into the direction where I'm heading towards. The personal aspect is going to be supported by the practice of the eye gaze that we have every day, twice a day, looking at ourselves in the mirror for 5 minutes per day, and more practices about meditation. And you have also the ebook supporting you. The second category, which is about the social, is going to be supported by the interactions and the homework that you will have to do outside by eye-gazing people in the streets. Why? Because we are here building the neurology and the confidence for you to be able to do anything that you want. I'm telling you, this program is not for the people who are not ready to take action. This program is for the people who really know that they are in a place in their life where they know there must be a change, a radical change that needs to happen. This is a radical change that you want to have, because this is going to make you become the most confident version of yourself that you have ever dreamed of. Because the moment that you realize that you can talk to anyone, and the moment that you realize that every time actually you are having a communication with someone, you are only communicating with who you are, that shifts your whole aspect of your reality.
You know, I just feel completely fired up to go on to my next missions. Yes! Singing being a big one of them, coaching being another. Yes, so many things. So thank you so much, Thomas, for all your guidance, all your support, and all your amazing work. And your audio is absolutely awesome. So thank you so much from the both of us.
The results are only guaranteed to the amount of effort you're going to invest in yourself. The teaching is here to support you in going through any emotions or any experiences that might pop up throughout the programs. The only thing that keeps you consistent is the dedication that you have towards yourself and towards the path that you've chosen. So if you are ready to completely change your life and to start a new path right now, come and join us. This program is going to be the best decision you've made this year.